You're listening to Soap Dirt, the latest in television entertainment news.
Hey there, B&B fans. It's Belinda from Soap Dirt, and we have got to talk about Liam Spencer because he is about to spiral, and I have a list of 5 insane things that I think he might actually try pretty soon. You know, to me, it's looking more and more like Liam is on the cusp of losing his mind because his ex-wife Steffy and his estranged wife Hope have moved on, right? And Steffy told him she is sticking with Finn, but she was actually very nice about it, nicer than I thought she should have been. But Hope, meanwhile, she read Liam for filth. She told him that she cares for Thomas and then embraced her lover right in front of her husband. And then on Friday, you know, we saw Liam standing outside the cabin watching them kind of start to get intimate, and he was just out there lurking like a complete pervert. So what's next? Darkness and a devious spiral. Let's talk about 5 insanely dark and dangerous and devious things that Liam might do. Hey, if you haven't already though, please reach down, click subscribe so you don't miss any of our bold updates. So the very first thing that I could picture Liam doing is refusing to divorce Hope and threatening to sue for custody of Beth. So it specifically came up, I think it was last week, that I think Brooke maybe brought it up to Hope that legally Hope and Liam are still married. But of course, that is not slowing up Hope one bit. And it's also not slowing up Liam from pursuing Steffy, right? Let's remember that. Hope loves Thomas, and she mentioned, you know, she may be thinking about another baby. And then she told Liam she would never have another kid with him, which was kind of a slap in the face. Well deserved, though. But I think Liam could actually dig in his heels and refuse to file those divorce papers. And he might actually threaten to sue for custody of Beth and say that he could show up in court and say that Hope is with a man who lied about Beth being alive. Of course, Hope, you know, she is tired of him talking about Thomas's past mistakes. And Liam is talking about Thomas as if Thomas was the architect of Beth being stolen and sold to Steffy to adopt. That was all Hope's cousin, Felony Flo Fulton, who, by the way, as far as we know, still engaged to Liam's brother Wyatt. So, but still, Liam could make this very ugly and threaten to do that. And he also could vow to never let her go and try and use the courts and custody threats to force her to break up with Thomas. That's very important because if you remember, that's how Bill Spencer got Katie to dump Wyatt. Do you remember that? So that move would be straight from the Spencer playbook. All right, the second thing that he might do, Liam might tell Finn about kissing Steffy and how he has told her that he wants to be with her and made declarations of love. I mean, we do know Finn and Steffy love each other, but Steffy keeps covering Liam's bad behavior and basically telling Finn lies of omission because she's keeping all this secret, and secrets look bad. If Steffy doesn't tell Finn that Liam has been trying to get with her, it could look like she's covering, right? I do think that Finn would hear her out if Steffy says, look, I didn't want things between you and Liam to get awkward because I still have to co-parent with him because of Kelly. And she could say, I didn't think it was worth mentioning because it didn't matter to me. I was not tempted. I love you. I don't want him. I will never want him again. But still, Finn could have a strong reaction. And if Liam tells him, it could cause a big fight. Especially, remember, she cheated with Liam before and they weren't initially sure whose baby Hayes was, and she had to get a paternity test. So I just feel like Liam is going to use this as a nuclear option. You know, I just expect that Liam is feeling a very bruised ego because Hope and Steffy have both rejected him, and he could just start acting very, very badly, worse than he's already acting, and he's already acting pretty badly. The third thing he could do, Liam could conspire with Brooke to target Thomas. Brooke and Liam both think they have the moral high ground over Thomas. They think that he's the same person. He hasn't changed. I actually think he has. I think he's demonstrated that he has, and so do Hope and Ridge and Steffy, and just a lot of people. They really think he's done the work, and you have to give people chances, right? I think we've all had second, third chances in our lives, I'm sure. But Brooke wants Hope back with Liam and away from Thomas. And I think part of the reason that Brooke wants that is because in a way, it justifies her being with Ridge, even though Ridge has basically been the same thing and been a lifelong waffler. But that's different. It's destiny. And remember, Brooke actually tried to tell Hope that Liam was her destiny. No, he's not. It is not your destiny to be with a man who loves another woman. That's a terrible idea. So yeah, I definitely think Brooke would work with Liam to target Thomas and try to undermine his relationship with Hope. I mean, they could set up scenarios to make Thomas look bad personally and professionally. They could try and make him look like a bad parent to Douglas and a risk to be around Beth. They could gaslight Hope and make her think Thomas is still obsessed and that he hasn't changed. I mean, although Liam is the one who's obsessed right now and being a total creeper, but they could still try all this. And the fourth thing, speaking of conspiring with people, Liam could plot and scheme with his dad, Bill, to target Finn. His dad can be super duper dark. Remember when Bill had Justin throw Ridge out of a helicopter over a woman? So yeah, Bill could coach Liam on how to undermine Finn, make him look bad in Steffi's eyes. But how, right? Because Finn's a really nice guy. Well, using Sheila, of course. You know, they could conspire to let Sheila know, oh, this is where Finn will be, knowing that she would show up to see her son, and then they could take pictures, they could take more video to show Steffi. You know, Sheila could doom Steffi and Finn, even if Finn rejects her, because Finn might be saying things to her like, go away, I don't want to see you. But if you take a video from a distance or take pictures from a certain angle, you can make things look like things that they are not. You know, they could also make it look like Finn is a danger to Kelly, kind of playing off of how he almost let her drown, which was bad parenting. But, you know, they could definitely manipulate Steffi using Sheila and the kids and try to drive them apart so that Liam could have another chance. And the final thing that Liam could do is he could just look for opportunities to create chaos. Just as Liam lucked into seeing and recording Finn and Sheila at the courthouse, he could lurk and stalk both these couples, both the guys that are his rivals in his eyes, and just search for opportunities he could exploit. You know, he could catch Steffi alone and get close to her when he knows Finn might see them, or he could approach her alone, maybe kiss her again, have his dad tape it or take pictures, send those anonymously to Finn. I mean, heck, Liam could do the same thing with Hope and Thomas. So what it is in the end, I expect that Liam's ego is battered and his brain is going haywire right now. You know, for more than a decade, Liam has had his choice of Steffi or Hope, and they fought over him. And that probably made Liam feel like LA's hottest and handsomest stud, right? But now, for the first time in his life, neither of these women wants him. Not even a little bit. Both of them are happy with other men. So, you know, a better man might just be happy for Steffi and Hope and let them move on without him. But Liam is showing more each day that he is not a better man, and he might get a whole lot worse soon. You know, rather than making peace with it and moving on, I expect that Liam's fragile, broken ego can't handle this rejection, and he's about to turn very dark. And interestingly enough, that's exactly what the actor that plays him wants. Scott Clifton has said for a while he would like to see Liam go dark, and it looks like maybe they are giving him what he wants. Hey, if you haven't already, please reach down, click subscribe, drop your comments below. Let me know other ways that you think Liam could target and try to break them up. And at this point, I almost feel like he's going to target both couples, thinking if it just works with one, all he has to do is break up one of these relationships and then he can get one of the women back. Or so he thinks. I'm not saying he can. I'm not saying it would work. I'm saying in the back of his mind, he's thinking, okay, I've got 50-50 odds, 1 in 2 odds. If I just break up one of these relationships, I can get one of them back. Drop your comments below. Come back soon. We're here talking soap 7 days a week. This is Belinda from Soap Dirt. Thanks for listening.
Thank you for being a loyal listener. Follow us wherever you get your podcast, because you don't want to miss the next episode. Soap Dirt is on all the major podcast platforms, including Apple Podcast, Spotify, iHeartRadio, and more.